Hi, it's Saturday morning, a rather grey morning, which unfortunately is also raining, and I'm nowhere in particular. This is the Oxford Waterside development, which apparently was built by Berkeley Homes on land acquired from Lucy, the local iron foundry. And I mention that just because I happened to be walking through it on the way to the Canal Festival by Aristotle Lane. And I've started recording now because I think I can hear the Canal Festival. If I can't hear the Canal Festival, I can hear something else which is worth knowing about. I can smell barbecue. I love that smell. It's probably not very healthy, but it always reminds me of Athens. And it also reminds me of previous occasions on which I smelt barbecue that reminded me of yet previous occasions. So this is where I've just come out of, Oxford Waterside. And this is what I'm hearing. That is a posh school, Philip and James, Pip and Jim. And this is Aristotle Lane, believe it or not. And sometimes that is called Aristotle Bridge, though I don't know whether that's an official name. You'll see me climb up onto the bridge from near the allotments on a video I did about the trap grounds land down there. Well, I was up quite late processing another video, so the fact that there's a coffee van is good. The little blue van, it is called. Right, remember that. Guide dogs. St. Margaret's Church. Cycling in Oxford. Low carbon Oxford North. The Wildlife Trust. That is probably a raffle and entrance stall. Inland Waterways Association and Canal and River Trust. Well, you get the idea, I think, of the sort of people who are exhibiting here. I saw a notice for Tooley's Forge, and I think this must be, they call themselves Tooley's Boatyard. I think they must be exhibiting a forge. The glass barge jewellery. Hi. Very nice. I like it. Oh, that's great.
Everything on the floor, pound. £1.
House of Water. I'm not sure what this is. Bringing our water to life. Silver activated EMF radiation solutions. Now that's interesting. Helen's Local Honey. Happy bees, happy people.
Good luck with your eugenics project.
The yellow-legged Asian hornet, Vespa velutina, is an invasive species from Asia. It poses a significant threat to many pollinators, including honeybees. It is often confused with our larger native European hornet. And there are some pictures and distinguishing marks.
This is actually my blood's not right. Bless you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Right. May I?
So this time of year, they'll only live for, the workers will only live for 6 weeks. So they'll take 3 weeks in a hive such as this, like doing housekeeping bees, looking after the brood, doing cleaning, looking after the queen, feeding her. And then as different glands develop, so as their wax-making glands develop, so they'll start to build the comb, and as their sting develops, they'll start to build
Canal Festival Tombola. For people who don't know the word tombola, it's a very British thing. You have a drum full of tickets and you pull one out and it contains a number, and generally if the number ends in 0 or 5 you can pick something from the table and you win it. Most times the number doesn't end in 0 or 5. There's a dog show at 2 o'clock, I think, and this says dog show classes. Okay, this must be registration for the dog show. Ice cream. One of these is probably a bar. Fetes like this usually have bars in marquees. I'm wondering whether I can find a cake stall. There ought to be cakes somewhere to go with the coffee. Lots of fetes and similar festivals are held on fields like this, and quite often the fields are in considerably worse condition, so you find yourself trudging over grassless furrows and getting your feet stuck in puddles. Memories of tame agricultural show for people who've been there. That's arts and crafts, so that will be probably things like ceramic painting. I believe they have talks on local history and also a cinema show, so that's probably that. Gazelle airbrush tattoos and henna tattoos. Is this cakes? No, but it looks like something that might be nice to eat. A jar of wonderful local honey for a donation of £15. That looks like, oh yes, that's the cinema tent. Pretty full. That's the bar. And if the White Hart is what I think it is, it's the community pub in Wolvercote who have come down here to sell drinks.
Where are you taking me?
That evidently is the Oxford Canal Festival logo. A duck playing. What's this? That looks like more coffee. I don't know how it's different from the coffee van. It looks a bit more impromptu. Artisan samosas. Vanilla cookies and vanilla cookies. Sorry. Those are the artisan samosas. That is savouries, fairly clearly. Aladdin. Yeah, more coffee, together with tea, coffee, hot chocolate, soft drinks and water. Steamed dumplings. Right.
So I don't know if anybody knows.
TJ Naturals, Jerk Hut. That's Caribbean, I suppose. Fatima's Kitchen, East Africa. That ring will be used for the dog show, I'm pretty sure. Okay, well I think I'll go and find myself a coffee, and I'll stop recording, at least for the moment, because there's only so much you can say about a stall without engaging with it. One thing that does disappoint me is to not find any more traditional stalls making the old familiar homemade cakes, lemon drizzle, Victoria sponge, coffee and walnut, pineapple upside down cake, and all the others. The function seems to have been turned over to professional caterers instead, which is a shame. Anyway, goodbye, at least for the moment. Possibly see you later. Well, I was going to stay at the Canal Festival, do some sketching and watch the dog show and maybe try some sketches of dogs as well, which are quite difficult because dogs move so fast. What I want actually is something you can spray at dogs that gums up their nervous system, freezing them for 5 minutes or so. That would be really useful for artists. Stay dog, you could call it. If you had very large ions instead of those that normally go down the nerves, then you might be able to do something with that. Anyway, the little blue coffee van sold me a nice cappuccino, but it didn't have any homemade cakes, sadly, and the chocolate muffin it sold me was rather dry. So I would have loved a luscious slice of coffee and walnut cake with nice crunchy walnuts on the top and moist coffee flavoured icing, but that was not to be because nobody makes them anymore. But cakes are one very British product which wasn't there. There's another very British product that is there, and that's rain. And it doesn't seem to be stopping. It's not particularly heavy, but it's just set in, as people say. There's a tantalising hint of brightness in the west, but it never comes over here. So I'm going to walk back to William Lucy Way, and I'll give a very quick view of the bits of development that I didn't cover in the other direction. I can still smell the barbecue from here, and the Canal Festival is over there. Plato Drive. Merivale Square, and I wonder just how people come up with names like that. The Crescent. the villas. Rotherway. And here I am at William Lucy Way, which is where I would have started the walk had the weather been better, and where I'm finishing it.
Can you explain the greatness?
That's the road to Port Meadow. That's Waterside. Walton Street is over there, and the canal is down there. Cut short today because of rain. See you next time.